Roosevelt once said, "To exist as a nation, to prosper as a state, to live as a people, we must have trees." Los Angeles is the biggest county in the United States. With a population of 10 million people, it's very important to protect the environment which all those people live in. Los Angeles currently has a tree cover of 21%, but we want to raise it by 6%. We will mostly be focusing on the more populated areas in the central area of Los Angeles because they have the most people. We will discuss the costs, social and economic benefits, stakeholder involvement, drought concerns, and stormwater management aspects of urban forestry. As temperatures rise due to climate change, it is crucial to have a healthy urban forest to mitigate the changing climate. One of the most important aspects of urban forestry is the lack of understanding about what a tree ordinance can achieve. Trees reduce ambient air temperature through a process called evapotranspiration. Evapotranspiration is the process of evaporation of water through the leaves of trees. This evaporation helps to cool the air temperature, which can be very important in a city such as Los Angeles, where the heat island effect helps to raise temperatures. More trees help to reduce the amount of UV that reaches the ground. This can help reduce the amount of skin cancer that occurs in cities. Trees also produce a habitat for wildlife that would otherwise have nowhere to live in an urban environment. Birds and insects can prosper in the urban forests that are created through this initiative. Stormwater can be stored in roots and soil of trees and can also help to slow the rate of rainfall. Soil organisms help to filter polluted runoff, which would otherwise flow directly into the ocean. The filtering of polluted runoff can also help to clean the oceans, which is very important in Los Angeles, which gets a lot of its money from tourism. Beaches such as Santa Monica and Venice rely greatly on tourism, and filtered runoff can help to clear the oceans. Property value of houses increases when more trees are present. Trees increase aesthetic value of houses and also businesses. Trees can also help to bring business to stores and other restaurants because of the value that they give to them. More trees help people to recover from mental fatigue, which has been proven to reduce crime. This can be especially important in the areas of Los Angeles that experience high rates of crime. Children exposed to trees are less likely to have ADD and other mental disorders. Roots help to filter the water, which can also help to provide safe drinking water for animals that are downstream. Los Angeles is famous for its urban sprawl, which has resulted in an extremely high amount of cars that drive in the Los Angeles County area. Cars produce carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, ground level ozone, and sulfur dioxide. These pollutants have been proven to cause asthma and other respiratory diseases in people. Trees help to reduce these pollutants and also produce oxygen, which can help to reduce asthma. A 2008 Columbia study proved that the more trees that are in an area, the less asthma occurs. More trees also add aesthetic properties to public areas, which can help persuade people to ride or bike more. If people walk or ride bikes more in public areas, then obesity can decrease, which is especially prevalent in the more impoverished areas of Los Angeles. We propose to plant trees mostly in the south central areas of Los Angeles because there's a higher rate of crime, higher population, and less trees. Trees also help to reduce noise pollution, which can be especially dangerous when there are many cars in an area, which can also harm wildlife. Trees also have been proven to calm traffic, which can be very helpful in a busy suburban area, such as Los Angeles County. Now Sydney is going to talk about the costs of the proposition.
While planting trees can be very costly, there are numerous ways we can fund this project. Some possibilities include cap and trade, which will be presented in the form of grants, funding from big businesses, and private donors who set up urban forestry endowments. Regarding cap and trade, there is currently $17.8 million available for urban forestry. This money will be dispersed as grants and will be funded out of cap and trade dollars. Local governments and nonprofit organizations are among those who are eligible to receive these grants. According to an organization called American Forests, a common grant for urban forestry money includes the planting of trees, which is perfect for this program. Big businesses who are looking to improve their public image are likely to donate to causes that better the community. Possibly they've had tarnished appearances because of something that happened recently, and they're always looking to look better to the public, and donating money to something that will actually help the public is a great way to do this. Private donors who contribute to an urban forestry endowment can help fund this project as well. An endowment is a fund that holds its principal in perpetuity and pays out a small portion to a specific cause. So through this program can thrive and become very accomplished. An alternate source of funding could come from volunteers. While financial backing will always be crucial because it helps pay for the trees, the land, and the maintenance it'll take to keep these trees alive over the next few years, volunteers would be able to provide the manual labor necessary, especially in the beginning process. An example of this in the Los Angeles County area would be Tree People, which is a nonprofit organization that focuses on recruiting locals to plant trees in public places. If people plant the trees in their own neighborhoods, they will likely feel a greater responsibility to care for and maintain the tree, and they will likely be more apt to talk to their government and request that more trees be built. Like Jackie stated earlier, most trees actually are grown not where there are people living. So by people planting trees in their neighborhood, they're more likely to have more of an emotional connection with the actual tree and actually feel like it's affecting them personally. So they're more likely to donate money and help, which will also allow the other money in this that we have funding to go for other uses. So now we have Tom.
A stakeholder is a person or group that has an interest in an organization. Engaging stakeholders is a necessary component in creating a successful tree ordinance. Stakeholders provide a large portion of funding. We would invite various corporations such as ExxonMobil to our board meetings to discuss the added benefits of urban forestry. Companies such as Exxon, which have recently had an explosion at an oil refinery in Torrance, may donate large sums of money to plant trees in their name for a better public image, therefore generating more money. Other benefits include increased revenue for local businesses. According to the Friends of Urban Forestry, consumers have a 12% higher willingness to pay for goods and services in areas that have streetscape greening, such as street trees and sidewalk gardens. Having stakeholders take an interest in the tree ordinance would positively alter the public opinion of the project. Many citizens that are a little skeptical of the project will find comfort in known people or corporations taking on an interest in the tree ordinance. Due to the limited budget of Los Angeles County, having large stakeholders take part is imperative to the funding of the planting, managing, and maintaining of the trees. Not only do stakeholders bring monetary benefits to the project, but also increase public support. Educating the public, including both residents and larger corporations, of the benefits of implementing a tree ordinance. Through various methods of education, such as newspaper advertisements and public service announcements, the general public will be more likely to be in support with urban forestry. With people on board with the project, it will occur smoothly and effectively. We would hold monthly meetings with our stakeholders to check on progress and make sure everyone is in agreement. And next we have Tom.
Thank you, Tom. Due to current drought conditions in the Los Angeles County, urban forestry is more important than ever. Many believe this forestry to be a source of groundwater depletion. However, if performed correctly, urban forestry will improve drought conditions. This urban forestry entails replacing non-native species with native drought-resistant species, such as native oaks, California redbuds, native lilacs, and manzanitas. The gradual phasing out of invasive species will contribute to water conservation while allowing for increasing urban forestry. In addition to this, installations of water barrels must increase in order to capture runoff rainfall, which can be used to water the drought-resistant urban forest using drip-line irrigation systems. By educating the public, we can create a more sustainable and drought-friendly system of forestry throughout Los Angeles County. Another technique regarding water conservation for urban forestry is the utilization of gray water from households for the watering of local forestry. The average person uses 35 to 40 gallons daily, much of which can be used to maintain urban forestry in times of drought and water shortage. Moreover, it is crucial to teach the public regarding the limitations of the drought. Unless presented with a consequence, most people will not alter their water consumption, and therefore it is essential to teach homeowners of the benefits of planting native drought-resistant species, as well as the perks of drip-line irrigation. Because of the fact that Los Angeles is so involved in the neighboring marine ecosystem, it is especially important to understand the connection between urban forestry and stormwater management. As an urban space becomes covered in concrete and asphalt, it becomes a barrier to absorption and leads to excess runoff. An increase in urban forestry reduces the erosive damages of rainfall by using the canopy to reduce the speed of falling rain. In areas of urban forestry, the water will enter the ground slower and be better absorbed into the groundwater. This groundwater absorption will prevent excess runoff and therefore prevent flooding. Additionally, this urban forest will aid in improving local water quality by absorbing water with pollutants and preventing it from entering the groundwater. Many pollutants can be stabilized by plants through metabolism, and forest buffers around streams have been shown to reduce sediment and nutrient pollution levels. In 2014 alone, nearly $3 billion of flood damages occurred in the U.S. By increasing funds towards urban forestry, we can reduce flood damages as well as damage from erosion and potential fatalities from water pollution. In 1998, a study in the forest regions of Puget Sound revealed that the trees removed 38,990 tons of air pollution. This amazing service was valued at $166 million. This will aid to preventing pollution in the air and preventing groundwater pollution. An investment in urban forestry proves to be a worthwhile and essential action in order to manage stormwater and pollution. Just as a review of the many benefits of urban forestry helps to maintain clean air, helps to maintain clean water, it provides a habitat for wildlife, it helps to make communities more livable and beautiful, it helps to raise the property value, it helps to reduce stormwater runoff, it helps to provide visual relief and a noise buffer, and it also helps to unite and unify local communities.
Urban forestry is an essential aspect in all urban communities. Although its ecological advantages are often overlooked, the urban forests provide indispensable services which benefit communities in countless ways. We've discussed the potential costs, social economic benefits, stakeholder involvement, drought concerns, and stormwater management aspects of urban forestry. Hopefully you agree with our proposition and have gained insight into the importance of urban forests into Los Angeles County.
It is often said that the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago.
The next best time is now.
Thank you.